Today was day 9 and closing arguments for the Lori Daybell murder conspiracy trial. And we want to remind you again, what is the focus of this trial? And it is the death of Daybell's fourth husband, Charles Vallow. She is accused of conspiring to kill Vallow, along with the help of her now late brother, Alex Cox. Everyone had been watching and waiting to see if Daybell herself would rest her case. She's defending herself. She told the judge last week that she intended to rest her case, but she had not rested it in front of a jury yet. So she could have taken the stand. She could have testified. She decided not to do that. She told the judge that right away today, and at 11, when the jury came in, she rested her case officially. Then we went into jury instructions, took a break, and we came back with closing arguments that were very, very different. We had the prosecutors, Prosecutor Trina Kay, who did closing arguments, and she really laid out what she was going to try and accomplish in her closing arguments and what information she was going to cover. So she said that she was going to lay out the evidence, the motives, revisit witness testimony, really walk people through a timeline before she got to covering some of the jury instructions and the charges that Daybell is faced with. So she laid that out over an hour and a half. I think it was about an hour, 43 minutes that prosecution had their closing arguments. They replayed witness testimony. They showed pictures of the scene. They talked about the physical evidence at the scene. They tried to tell jurors that there is a major issue with Daybell's timeline, and they once again did this by showing her phone calls, text messages, and also playing video of her going through the drive-through at one point of Burger King the day this shooting all happened, and also going to Walgreens. So they replayed some of that video that was admitted as evidence. Then she went through jury instructions, and she carefully tried to lay out why Daybell's charge, why she is what she's arguing, allegedly guilty of this charge, and how this fit this case. Again, taking an hour and 43 minutes to really lay this out. Then we took a break and we came back, and Daybell did her closing arguments, which were much, much shorter, under 20 minutes. And we saw her in her opening statements. She was emotional and she leaned on a phrase, "The evidence will show." Well, this time she leaned on a phrase and it said it was "we learned." So she went through, but she faced a ton of objections while she was giving her closing arguments. Some of them included she was trying to poke holes in the police investigation, trying to cast doubt on some of the witnesses that the prosecution called, and she faced objections when she was doing this, and also objections that she was testifying while she was giving her closing arguments. Now we want to play you a little bit of both the prosecution's closing arguments and also Lori Daybell's closing arguments.
This event was not planned or expected. It was shocking. When Tylee came out with the bat to protect me, her mother, Charles did not have to take the bat from Tylee and start swinging. At 62 years old, Charles had a choice that day and could have put the bat down. A 2-minute period changed our lives forever. How are you supposed to choose between 3 people you love? Your husband, your daughter, your brother?
She wants you to believe that the police could understand all of this that day. But what did you hear? Is that all the police could tell initially was that the timeline was off.
So Daybell's closing arguments took a much shorter time, less than 20 minutes, and we heard her really trying to impress upon the jury that this was self-defense. And of course, prosecution doing the exact opposite, trying to show that this could not be self-defense. And Daybell leaned on a phrase that we have heard her use before in court. She says that this is a family tragedy, not a crime, and she continued to say that throughout her closing arguments. Now this case is in the hands of the jury, and we saw them get the case a little bit after 3. Now some people were waiting to see what kind of deliberations happened on Monday, but the jury quickly left. They will be back on Tuesday at 10:30 in the morning. So the soonest that we could hear a verdict is, of course, Tuesday. We will have a live streaming show as soon as we get word that there is going to be a verdict. We're going to set that up. We're going to have legal analysts going through the case once again as we wait to hear what that verdict is. ABC 15 will be here for it all, and I'll be in the courtroom and, of course, bringing you updates throughout the day.